Formatting an Excel spreadsheet. Firstly, I'm going to show you an example question paper. This is from City Cuisine Level 1. In this activity, you have to create a spreadsheet to show data for restaurants. However, I would like to highlight you to this information here, which says make sure the data is formatted appropriately. This short video is going to show you how to format a spreadsheet to allow you to achieve maximum marks in your examination. Firstly, I'm going to start Documents, My Documents, and selecting the document that says Figures. When my Excel spreadsheet opens, you will see that my columns are all of the same width. My data within my columns is not readable. For example, Inverness, Lancaster, Leicester, Peterborough, Plymouth, etc. are not showing the full words. When I click, for example, in Inverness, I can see up here on my formula bar the word, but in my column it is not showing it correctly. There are two ways to expand column widths in Excel, and I'm going to show you both of them now. The first one is to hover over the column between A and B and then double click. And to show you that again, I'm going to hover between B and C and then double click. What happens is Microsoft Excel takes the cell width to the maximum length of characters. So for example, in column A, Peterborough and Southampton are quite long words, therefore the column has expanded to a width of 13.71. Number of employees is the maximum characters in that column, so therefore is it expanded to 21.14. So a single method is to double click on one cell and then the column reduces or increases to maximum width. I'm going to show you another method. I'm going to click on D, keep my mouse button down and then slide my mouse across to column H. Now all of these columns are selected, so no matter how far you scroll down the page, all of those columns are selected. I'm going to now double click between one of the letters, and what happens is Microsoft Excel takes all of the columns highlighted and increases them to their maximum width. That's firstly how to increase the column width, which is important because if you have data that is hidden, you may possibly lose marks in your exam for it. The second thing I'm going to show you is putting a border around your data. So for example, I would like a border from cell A3 to H20. So I've selected my information. I'm going to drop down on my borders icon and select all borders. The other thing that I would like to do is highlight cell A3 to H3. Now these are the titles for my column. What I'm going to do is make them bold so that they stand out slightly better from the rest of the data that's on the screen. I'm now going to highlight A to H again and double click to expand that column width. Now you can see from the first screen that I showed you, and the data was very small in comparison to the column width and wasn't readable. It's now slightly more readable with the formatting of the data with the borders and bold. The third thing that I would like to show you is how to change the currency of the data. You will see here number of employees. That doesn't need any form of number change to it because that is a standalone number. However, wages, other costs, total costs, food sales and drink sales and income are all monetary values. So I'm going to highlight on C4 to H20. Now there are two ways to change the currency of the data. Firstly, you could be on the Home tab and on the ribbon, select General and then click Currency. And what's happened is your data has changed so that it now has a pound sign in the front and is to 2 decimal places. If I wish to change the decimal placing down, I can press this button here, so it just appears as pounds rather than pounds and pence. I'm going to increase that back up. The other method I'm going to show you is by, again, selecting all of your data, right-clicking on your mouse and going to Format Cells. In my Format Cells box, I've got number, alignment, font, border, fill, and protection. I'm going to click on my number category for currency. I'm going to choose my number symbol, my symbol to a pound sign, and then decrease my decimal places and press OK. Those are the two methods for changing the data to currency. I hope you found this video useful.